never guaranteed.
I was walking down the road today, looking for another way to ease my mind and help my living.
It's the Mark Inspires Show, day 1,737 in a row. We're dropping frames. Whatever. I'm just going to lean into it at this point. So we're here again. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Tomorrow I'm guaranteed to not have a good stream. You know, that I'm guaranteed of. You know, because this is fucking horseshit. You know? Every night. 38%. 40%. 43%. That's awesome. Bunch of crap. You know what? It's like, what's the point? Why even go live? They freaking buffer me out. They buffer me out at 40+% right now. Dropped frames, 42. Sid, I'm gonna shut this down because the quality's not working. I had no signal. No TikTok tonight, unfortunately. What are we gonna do? You know, 45% of my frames being dropped off. So yeah, I was here going to talk to you about how tomorrow's not guaranteed, you know, and it's really not. You have to understand that every second is all that matters. It's the only thing that takes place. Everything else is like a distraction. And we're quite often distracted. Or I'd say that's the whole point of media. To keep you distracted. And that's not just, you know, the fake news, National Enquirer, mainstream media. It's like everything. It's all keeping you distracted from thinking about the big questions. We spend a lot of our lives just focused on the wrong things. And there's still some time left for each and every one of us. So make sure you get the things done you want to get done. I'm at 50% of my frames being dropped right now. It's not really like that, S-Coop. It's actually just, it splits off, but it's one signal. So it's not that it's being split and all of them are coming from my signal. It's not, it goes through a server, and then from their server it's going out. But I have to first get the clean signal out. And for some reason, I haven't been able to do that. And I don't know what else to do, to be honest. Complained to the company the other day. Canceled one service. The other one, I don't know. It's clearly not good. Clearly not good. 51%. So, anyway, we're going to get into it regardless, even though this is just crap. It's terrible. And I can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, there's something to live for.
Yeah, Zabrowski really use it. Right now. Woohoo! Thank you. 52%. Oh, goodness. You know, and really not anything I could do here. Nothing can be done. I mean, I got things pointed at Windows. You know, I've reset. I've uploaded, updated, booted. I booted it. Nothing's working. It's a freaking bunch of crap, really. It's the bottom line. But look, you know, I'll complain a little bit. The crazy thing is, when I do a speed test right now, it says I'm uploading 90 megabits per second. And I'm actually uploading, which means I can upload 28 megabytes per second. That is so fast. That is so fast. But what happens when I go to YouTube? Dropping frames. Which means that YouTube is buffering me out. My service is perfect. I'm busting out high-speed internet right now. And YouTube is busting me off of their server like they do every night. Oh, goodness. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. This show has been silenced. They didn't have to take it off the air because they don't let anybody ever find it except for the people that know about the show only know about this show because of Mark Wages. Everybody else nobody would have found the show ever. That was their plan. Do you guys really want them to win? You really want them to cancel shows that could be something that could bring people together? Like, I don't understand why people aren't out there furious about what they do to me. I'm the only one who's pissed off about it seems like. And it's like, there should be other creators making content about how there's one guy who's been live for 1,700 plus days in a row, and they fuck him over every night. It's like, so yeah, tomorrow's never guaranteed. The one thing that's guaranteed is I will be suppressed tomorrow and the next day. And yes, and S-Coop, how did you find it? Mark Wages. Pretty sure. So everything started with Mark Wages is my point. And if Mark Wages didn't come over here and like what I was doing and start spreading the word, nobody would have ever found this show. Virginia, we have liberty and freedom. Love you. You guys are awesome. Wharton, Trish Killian. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's just quite obnoxious when you go live every day and you're getting freaking buffered off, even when you have perfect internet signal coming in. It's just like, come on, man. You know? But this is what the hell they do to me. And it's not even just that. Like, even if they let my stream go perfectly, they still don't let anybody see it. You know? Oh, thank you, Modoc. You're amazing. Modoc, have you connected with me on Facebook yet? Just type in Mark Pires or Mark Inspires and join me over there, buddy. I hate it. That's another one. I'm live every day there for freaking 1,700 days. Nobody ever sees my feed. 11, 3, 4 views. It's like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. 4 views? Facebook? Zucker dick. That's what we got over there. 56%. Let's just speed test it again, just because I got to just confirm here. Yep, 90, 84 megabits, and then 8 megabits per second it's saying. That's still, you know how much I need in order to broadcast what I'm trying to broadcast, which is about 3,500 kilobytes per second? I need 4 megabits per second in order to broadcast that. I'm at 7, which means I should be rocking out in HD. So the beast system is ramped up against the people. It's interesting you say it that way too, Modoc, the beast system, because I really do believe this is the evil of the world, which is really obviously culminates from one spirit who we've heard of many names before. The name could mean many people, but this is an ultimate play for the souls of everybody. And tomorrow, as we approach 2:22 p.m. and they decide to send out an emergency alert across the entire country, every phone, every, I assume, laptop, every TV. My fear is also, like, in the car. Is that what they're going to do too? Is send it out through the vehicles as well, so people are driving and all of a sudden they hear some crazy thing that could do something else as well. I don't know. It's funny. We have a lot of things we're worried about. That one, I don't even know how that came out of nowhere. The other thing that's interesting to me is this. That wouldn't be, to me, that doesn't make any sense. Tomorrow, 2:22, they're doing a emergency broadcast signal just to see if they can make sure everybody's alert in case there's ever an event. The next time they do create an event. That's really what this is about. It's not about if tomorrow they're going to put some frequency out there and it's going to make people go crazy and die. No. It's about making sure that they could send an alert out to everybody, martial law, when they decide to set the next crazy thing in motion like they did in 2019. And, everybody can come in different opinions. I don't watch the news. It is the negatube. I don't watch TV for a very good reason. It's filled with lies, deception, hatred, division, and narrative. The agenda of the media is all left. You can't find anything. And even now, I think Fox is left. I don't even watch TV, but I think Fox is basically left now as well. It's like, there's no chance. If you're, I love, it was Winston Churchill had a great saying. If you're young and you're conservative, you have no heart. If you're old and you're liberal, you have no soul. It's true. When you're young, you want to do these crazy big things, but as you get older, you start thinking more conservatively. And if you don't think about the country, you don't think about tomorrow, you don't think about your future, your kids' future, and generations down the line, that's why this will all come to an end soon. Nobody has any value set. Everything is just very immediate. No future in mind. Everything is so immediate. Oh, I gotta grab my phone. Oh, I gotta. And I'm just as bad as everybody else. You know? Look, let me plug it in, guys. Chart, it's down to 11%. I'm just as bad as everybody else. This is the problem. The cell phones, everything. I used to find it was interesting that Steve Jobs, God rest his soul, they would never let their children get iPhones and iPads, iPods, because they understood the addiction factor. That's why they sold them. They didn't let their families have them. It's pretty well known that the elite, the people that are out there that basically run this world, everything's pen and paper. Pen and paper. Like, they do the old school when it comes to learning. Pen and paper. Some newer, they're doing these, with iPads now, but still, this whole idea of writing down your ideas and being able to express yourself with a pen, we don't do that anymore. We text. It's kind of sad. I took out a book yesterday and I started writing again. And I realized how little patience I have. In fact, some of the times while I was writing, I was like, oh, let me just type this. Like, can I type it? No, I got a pen in my hand. It's like you get so used to doing this. They try to make everything easy for you. So you become fat and lazy. And then you cannot do anything when they pull the freaking plug. I don't mean to scare anybody, but that's what's going to happen. They're going to get everybody comfortable, fat and lazy. Oh, we'll work 3 days a week. Oh, we shouldn't work more than 3 days a week. And then they pull the plug. And then they're like, oh, well, what do we do now?
The government's gonna save me.
Dead. If you're not preparing now, let me just give you an idea. Today, Donald Trump is in court because he's basically fighting to keep his businesses alive in New York City. They're trying to shut down his ability to do business. And it doesn't look good, just so you know. Hunter Sleep Sofa Joe's son, Cracky McGee, smokes more crack than freaking Slick Rick back in the day, He's in court, or he says, look, I'm not guilty of the gun charges. But that happened today as well. Not guilty of gun charges. Trump's in court for his finance stuff. And then, Speaker of the House McCarthy. We're just going to boot him. No speaker. Trump in court. This is the most insane time in history. And it's not like it's today. We've been talking about this since 2019 when I started doing this show and saying all of the truthful things I said in my face swaps and all the other things we did here. The comedies. How many different times did the truth just come out during a song? And no one heard it. There's a very good reason why no one heard it. It's 56%. Fucking. So obnoxious that this is like this, But what are we going to do about it? Really don't think I could do anything. I keep getting all these. I don't even know. I'm shutting this off. I'm shutting down the scan. I don't need to freaking scan my computer, you freaking jerk. All right? Look at this, 56%. That means every other frame, more than every other frame, is frozen. Oh my goodness. It's crazy because it's bumping all over the place. Just no steady stream. That's YouTube for you, by the way. Because if I go and speed test it, I got a steady stream. So, anyway, we're dealing with it. I don't know, guys. Just like I said, I think it's important to understand where we are. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. You don't know if this moment is over and you're over. The one bit of, it's weird. Someone said once, "Why are you concerned about what happens after you go when you didn't know what happened before you came?" And that didn't seem to be a problem. I was like, I guess that's true. Everything that happened before I was born, like, I wasn't around for that. Like, I seem to be okay with that, So I guess I should also be okay with what happens after. That's why it's like you really got to have perspective. You get this little sliver, and someone said something interesting the other day. It's like we're living like an ant's life. Not even. It's like a butterfly's life in the cosmos. Like, okay, we get 100 years if we're lucky. A butterfly gets a day. So if you kind of just look at it like that, like our life is basically the life of a butterfly. If you look at the timeline of history, and it's even less than that, it's probably a second of a butterfly's life is basically our life. And we're here in it, battling each other, criticizing each other, hating on each other, dividing from each other, instead of like coming together, lifting each other up, saying positive things to each other in order to help each other get to a new level. It's weird, but this is why I really want to remind you, tomorrow's not guaranteed. Make sure you're doing the right things. Make sure you're at least saying what your heart wants you to say, because when this is all over, whenever that is, I don't know. I thought I'm jumping all over the place, guys. I'm sorry, but I heard Neil deGrasse Tyson say something ridiculous, that one of the biggest mystery in the history of our universe is, and he said something that had nothing to do. And it had to do with the gravity of the universe. He said, the gravity of the universe moves much faster than... Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was about dark energy, dark matter. Oh, we don't know what dark matter is. We think it exists. And, we've known about it since the 1930s. But, we're not sure because nobody's ever witnessed it. We just know it's like, it's dark out there. And he's saying all this stupid stuff. And he goes, that's the biggest mystery in science. I go, no. The biggest mystery in your religion is how this all started. And this freaking sham of an idea that, like, there was an explosion and everything exploded out on a flat plane. Oh, okay. And then the rocks turned into human beings with minds and eyes. Makes a lot of sense, And all of the different variety. Haven't you ever heard of evolution, Mark? Oh, we were all monkeys? I still have never seen a monkey give birth to a human. I'm waiting for that, Oh, look, they're having a baby, guys. Check out the monkey's baby. Who the hell did that monkey bang? That monkey clearly banged some dude. Because there's a little baby white that looks like Trump coming out. It's a little yellow, a little red, orange, coming out of the bajaja. Push. Freaking monkeys pushing it out. Baby born. The newest story here on the news. Baby born from the bajaja of a monkey. Okay. Oh, you really? Evolution? You guys bought that gag? Really? Guys, everything evolves, but not like that. Like, oh, look, human was like 5'3", then they're 5'5", then they're 5'7", then they're 5'9", then they're 6 foot, and they get new abilities. They can jump more, and they're stronger, and they don't need hair in their freaking middle of their lower back anymore. You know? Because now they have shirts on all the time. And, air conditioning. Svelte. Right? You guys know what I'm saying. Sometimes you nail it. Yeah. Anyway, guys, look, what else can I say? What else could I say? Svelte. You gotta be svelte from time to time. 56% still. We're leveled out at 56%, guys, of frames being dropped. The Dead End says, it must be hard to be an American these days. I think I'll do, because Dead End seems to like my Christopher Walken impression, so I'll read... Oh, wrong tube. I shall read all of Dead End Collective's comments as Christopher Walken for the evening. Maybe forever, I don't know, but for the evening for sure. Wow, it must be hard being American these days. Oh, the government is a circus which seems to have no end. Now, it's like the Keystone Cops meets Laurel and Hardy. Oh, in a bar with the Marx Brothers. Wow, I think I'm getting a call. Mother. Give me a second, people. Give me a second. Like that perfect timing right there. 55%. Guys, we went down 1%. The Marx Brothers. Groucho, right? You gotta get a Groucho thing. Needs guns so that the thieves that owe undeclared income pay. Yeah, you're not wrong. Give me a cough cup to dip below. I'm over here now. Hold on now, man. I can't figure you out. I'm here with itchy end. Sonny. Son. You got a cough. You got enough to share. You gonna share the cup of coffee?
Yippee you.
You know, Sonny, I gotta ask you a question. I'm here. I'm at my table. Right? Oh, what? Oh, thank you, Gino. Express. Gino. Express. You gonna bring us biscuit for the peruse? Gino, I'm in the Bronx. I'm at my table. Express. No biscuit. Oh, thank you, Gino. Piping hot. Gino, did you take this biscuit out of the biscotti maker? You got a maker in the back. Grab a biscuit. I'm gonna grab my express.
A dipperoo.
Sonny, how's your cough? Sonny's got a crappy coffee. Oh, goodness. Itchy Ander. Thank you for reminding us all about Dick Face, the greatest character of all time. Well, I guess next to Hammerlin Jameson, drunkard, newscaster. Really just a real embarrassment. Falling asleep on camera. You guys see that a lot from our president. But when Hammerlin does it, he's just freaking smashed, you know? Drinking it up. Hammerlin Jameson. So guys, I do have to go and get these freaking kids to sleep. What are we talking about? It's after 11, and they're being really obnoxious about it, you know? So let me play you something so I can run across there and get them down. We have so many things that we have not released yet. I got an idea. Let's play you something that is right here on YouTube. If you guys didn't know, there are 3,500 pieces of content on YouTube. That's ridiculous. 3,500 pieces of content. But we're doing it, you know. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to play you something, if I could find something here. I've got a lot of shorts. I've been dropping shorts lately because that's the only thing they actually let people see. I think it's because they kind of are confused by that, to be honest, at the moment. Ooh. You know, Joanne and I were stuck in a UFO hangar, and I'm going to report on it. I'm going to show you the report. This was about maybe a month ago. Only 68 people in the world have seen this out of almost 11,000 subscribers. Thank you, YouTube, for sharing it with 68 people. Is that about what you do? Oh, yeah, you do that for every piece of content, you dicks. I'm just going to bash YouTube every day because they suck, you know. That's just honest. Look, I'm an honest guy, yeah. And they're a bag of dicks, you know. Like, when they're a bag of, you know, that's on them. That's on them. Walking around with a sign in their back. It says, and then, like, they're walking together, you know. A big pile of shit, you know. Anyway, let's play this one here. What is this? Reporter. Oh yeah, this is it right here, isn't it?
Daily Show. Welcome to the longest running daily show on earth. The Mark Inspire Show. We're here. UFO hangar. And I got Joanne back there. She's trying to break into one of the UFOs, see if we can reverse engineer it. Channel 7 News, Mark Pires. We were watching David Grush, and he's giving all the information, Congress, about the UAPs. And I said, you know what? I think I know exactly where those UFOs are. He goes, I know exactly where those locations are. And I read his mind. Channel 7 News, Mark Pires has the ability to read minds. And I read David Grush's mind in that moment where one of these locations was. And, right? I mean, I could have been in a warehouse that was empty right now. But guys, Channel 7 News, we're on the lookout. We're looking for some UFOs. But I found the UFOs! What's that, Joanne? Joanne, stop wheezing! We're here trying to do a show. Trying to do a monologue. UAP. Guys, when you are about to jump into a UFO for the first time and reverse engineer it, that's a moment in time, I'll say. Of course, I do have Joanne here, which is a negative, as we all know, but it's part of the process. We are here 1,669 days in a row, and I give you the inside scoop. Yeah, is a UAP, UFO, what do we call it these days? A non-human entity. Oh, an NHE? Non-human entity. You know what? They just keep coming up names to distract us from looking at the ball. Where's the ball? Which ball is it? Smacked in the friggin' face with the ball. You know, that's the plan with the UFOs. But I found them. I'm thinking about calling our main, you know, Channel 7 News, the one out of New York, and see if they want to run the broadcast live on Channel 7 News New York. Because, you know, we're just in Connecticut and Piscataquis, and when you're in Piscataquis, you know, you got a big range of people watching, you know, but not the whole world. New York City, New York, they get the whole world there, Channel 7 News. But look, I'm going to just broadcast here. I'll do an intro. I'll do an outro. We'll send it over to them and see if they want to cut it and throw it on the 5 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, you know. Anyway, Joanne, did you secure the area before we came in? You know, I don't want to have any issues with military coming in and saying, "What are you doing in here?" Bang, biggity, boo. They're shooting down Mark Pires Channel 7 News. What's that, Joanne? Yeah, you too, Joanne, but nobody freaking cares about you. You know, I mean, but Channel 7 News, the Skipney. Yeah, I'm there, I'm doing it. But look, this is the story of the century right here. UAP, UFO, non-human entity. We got it all. Oh, hold on, Joanne! Joanne just reminded me that Matt Zabrowski took the trip here to the UFO hangar. Zabrowski! You know! When you come down to the UFO story, and you got Matt Zabrowski giving you woo-hoo, you know, that's the night. We're just on our way in and out, ghost-like. They don't even know we came, except for the wheeze. I think they could tell on radar when we were getting closer because of Joanne's wheeze. Anyway, Joanne, I'm just going to do an outro real quick so we can send this on to Channel 7 News New York. And remember, keep the wheeze down during this outro. Thanks. It's a blustery night here, and, well, I can't give away the location, Mark Pires, Channel 7 News, and we got UAPs, we've got UFOs, we got Joanne wheezing. All of it here. We're going to broadcast this live on satellite to the stars, because we need to make sure people know that we know, because Mark Pires, Channel 7 News, came down and did a report for us about the UFO. Joanne, are you any closer to getting into that UFO? You know, so we could do a reverse engineer? You know, I want to be the first Channel 7 News reporter to reverse engineer a UFO. Yeah, that's something that goes in the record books. When people come into the building, the Channel 7 News Piskippity building in 50 years, and they're walking down the hallways of Piskippity, and they're like, "Look at that right there, it's Mark Pires, Channel 7 News." That was before he walked on the moon. You know, we did it. Joanne, remember we went to the moon that one time? Yeah. I gotta find that one. That was a great news story. It'd be a good one for you guys to see. Remember that we can make it to the stars. Well, at least the moon, right, Joanne? Joanne, I can't hear you over the wheeze. You know? Anyway, use the chisel. I don't really know. I'm a Channel 7 News reporter. Joanne, I'm really tempted to say use the microphone, because I don't know what else you should use to break into the UFO, but I need the microphone. I can't do my Channel 7 News if you got the microphone and you're trying to jimmy in. You're trying to get into the UFO, reverse engineer it, but I can't do the Channel 7, you know? Because if I'm not able to, ring it out or, we just can't do the proper story here in front of the UFO. Joanne!
Yeah.
I dropped my microphone, Joanne. You want to do me a favor and hover over here and pick that up? Joanne! I gotta do everything? Gosh almighty. Joanne, you should have just come over here and sucked it up into your undercarcass. I had to hurt my back on that one, Joanne. Just doing the Cirque du Soleil. How you doing on breaking in? Any better? Joanne, I can't hear you over the wheeze. It's very frustrating, Joanne. I think I'm gonna leave you to it. You get in. You use your physics expertise because you went to school for physics. And you reverse engineer it. Zoom back in that UFO. Pick me up. We're doing a Willy Wonka style. You're looking over the city and you're saying, it's all yours now, son, Charlie, because you didn't sell the gobstopper. Except I did Joanne. I'm sending this video to Channel 7 News, New York. And this is going to broadcast live tomorrow on the 5 o'clock. If you get the reverse engineering going, they're going to run it all night. Yeah, an all-nighter, you know? At 5 o'clock, we got Mark Pires, Channel 7 News doing the story. 6 o'clock, Joanne breaks into the UFO. 7 o'clock, she reverse engineers it. 8 o'clock, we have a Pop-Tart. We figured out how to make Pop-Tarts from the reverse engineering, you know? That's within the technology. Anyway, Joanne, I am gonna get going now. Just remember, put your Joanne into it. Thank you for watching. Join the Mark Inspires show every night after 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Joanne. With Joanne. Oh, goodness. I got to tell you, I like that bit too, because Joanne is very much a central, pivotal part of the program. You know, we get to add her wheeze. It's just better now with the wheeze in the show after with the editing overdubs. We did some overdubbing with Joanne's wheeze. She tooted. You guys didn't hear it. Maybe you did. You should have. She dropped one. Aliens were falling out of the UFOs. You know, the smell. They're like, we've never even experienced anything like that before in our own planet. You guys don't know about Wheezy McGee? Guys, she's a bundle of fun. Some people like to throw things at Joanne just to see if she's real. She gets hit with bottles all the time. Ah! They're like, what the fuck is that? Is that a goat? We don't really know what the hell Joanne is. Joanne, what are you? I mean, I'm not trying to be offensive. Joanne, I'm not being offensive. I just want to know, like, what breed, you know? What pedigree do you know, can we say that the Soros name comes from, you know? Guys, it's something when you're here. She's there, wheezing it out. Gosh almighty. So what did you think of the reporter sneaking into the UFO silo, or whatever the hell it is, and getting 68 views? Bunch of dicks on YouTube. Yep. They're a bunch of dicks on YouTube. I agree. You don't have to tell me twice. Yeah. The first human cow? What the hell was that? Guys, we've got some crazy stuff here, I would say. You know? Like, what about this one? This had 411 views. How about that, guys? We broke 100 for a piece of content.
Great, thank you, YouTube.
Bunch of dicks. Right.
Introducing the Anchor Nano Series.
Guys, they did it to themselves. You know? Actually, I don't think this is political. I'm not going political tonight. Sorry. I was going to, but not going to yet. Okay? This was what a piece of shiff. You guys go watch that one yourselves. Okay? Shiff happens, it's called. There's a funny bit. But we're going to move and play something else. What was the human cow thing or the cobalt mine? Ooh, 39. We got to play the stuff that's got 39 views. Guys, 39 views. Motherfuckers. I'm swearing like I don't give a shit anymore. I don't, you know? It's like, what? Who gives a flickin' fluck? You know what I mean? Doesn't matter. Family friendly. Who the fuck knows? No one gives a shit. You know? God, drop my fucking phone, Joe. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just dropping some F-bombs here, guys. Just a couple F-bombs. Joanne, sorry. I didn't mean to offend your virgin ears. Anyway, let's see if this one's any funny.
How's the chicken?
It's
the prawns
delicious.
are delicious. Oh, I have a shellfish allergy.
One prawn, very good.
I'll give you two.
Did I say chicken wrong?
We are officially live.
Yes.
Longest running daily show on earth.
That's
the
right.
Mark Inspires program. Live in the Congo. Democratic Republic of Congo. I'm here with Joanne. We took a flight overnight. And halfway through the day, had to hitch it with 7 donkeys and a Sherpa. If you don't know which Sherpa to go with to the promised land, they call this the promised land here because that's where all the cobalt is. There's lots of child labor going on here, yeah, and we're doing our best to uncover it. Mark Pires, Channel 7 News, and Joanne Weezy McGee. Together, we're doing it here in the Congo. You know, I got the call from my producer, Channel 7 News. He said, Mark, we need you down in the Democratic Republic of Congo. I was like, I'm in. I'm down. What are we doing there? He said, well, there's some child labor stuff going on, lots of cobalt being mined, and we're going green. So we gotta get the inside scoop. Whew. I'm here doing it. I got Joanne doing a wheeze just to kind of keep me level. You know, if you're in the Democratic Republic of Congo and you're not ready for all of this, and you don't also have the wheeze to just kind of keep you level, you know, that's on you. But, you know, we took a crane and we dropped Joanne here in order to, you know, report today. Of course, she is vital to the reporting of every single story we do. You know, how do you not do a story without the constant wheeze in the background? I'll leave that question to you, and you tell me what you think. Anyway, this guy over here, that's gotta be pretty heavy. I asked him to stop for the video. Sir, do me a favor, keep that pose for the next couple minutes. I'm here doing it for Channel 7 News. And when you're in the middle of it, and you're doing the story of a lifetime for these guys, you know, because this is a heck of a life, you know, waking up every day with a shovel and a pitchfork. You know, that's what your prospects are, as a citizen, as a child here in the Republic of Congo. Oh, Mom, what do I have for breakfast? Here's a freaking pitchfork. Get out in the field and start digging. What's there? Is there food? No, cobalt. Send it to Elon Musk. Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to make more batteries. He's making batteries. I'm in the Congo. Yeah. Joanne's here, as you see. Joanne, did you book the flight home for us? Joanne, why did you leave everything to me? Now I gotta do, you know, scheduling a flight back to the United States of America from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Matt Saprowski's about to hit us with a woohoo. Buddy, listen to this. Woohoo! Yeah, no, I know it's awesome. No, keep the pose. Don't move from there, sir. We're in the middle of a news story. Channel 7 News. And look, at the end of the day, you have to remember that this is going on every day. I'm here to do a story for you today. And you're like, wow, Mark, I cannot believe Channel 7 News. They sent you in the seat, and that's going on today. Every day here in the Democratic Republic of Congo. You're a 4-year-old. You're out there with a pitchfork. You better pull in 30, 40 pounds of cobalt, or you're not eating dinner as a 4-year-old here in the Congo. You know, that's just kind of like law written in the town and village proposal. You walk by, you don't pull 30, 40 of cobalt and you're under the age of 5, I'm sorry, you get the pot belly. You know, that's like a thing. You get the pot belly if you don't, and that's basically saying you don't get food. You know, your body starts to get bulbous belly. You know, they call it bulbous belly here because of that, you know. You got to go digging, you know. Anyway, guys, 2023 cobalt. You know, you got to dig it. You got to dig it. You want to go green? This is what we do, you know. And this is just a light day. I asked this guy before he started carrying this 640-pound bag, and then asked him to pause mid-walk down the hill so we could do the report, you know. But I asked him, is this what it's like every day? He said, no, there's like 4 people in his mind. There's like 4 people here today. Usually there's 4,000 people here. So like it's probably, this place is filled. And most of it are kids under the age of 5 trying to, you know, hit that quota 30 to 40. You don't pull it, no eating, bulbous belly. You know, that's why you got to wake up every day and you got to put your time in here in the Congo, you know. You know, those are the conversations we're having here. Over there, they're just trying to figure out how to get food instead of the bulbous belly. Anyway, guys, here in the Congo, little boy, can I ask you a question? Can you put the pitchfork down? Stop shoveling for a moment. Just want to ask you how long you've been, you know, digging for cobalt. You know? I mean, I came here and it looks like you're working it pretty hard. I see your brothers, they're on their way back to the mine right now. Hey guys, can I get a word with you before you go into the mine? No, guys, you could freeze. The one's back there and you know, come back for conversation.
Most people have no clue that in 2023,
Yeah.
the best way to make money on Amazon
What's the
is
best way to
not
make
with
money?
Joanne? Oh, Joanne says they don't speak English. They speak Swahili here. I don't speak Swahili. I do speak a little bit. I speak a little bit of every language in the world but Greek. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, that's Greek to me. Right? You know, when you're here and Joanne's giving you the lead into the punchline, where I speak every language, but just Greek, everything but Greek. Okay, well then speak Cambodian. No, Joanne, that's Greek to me. Everything's Greek you get it? Anyway, Channel 7 News with the jokes. Yeah? So guys, back there, I appreciate your service and your willingness to your interest in eating every day. 30 to 40. This little kid just woke right up with the pitchfork in his hand. He sleeps with it. Sleeps with the pitchfork so he can come out here and start digging. Start digging. Hey, he's in there. He's doing it. He's doing it. Doing it. He's digging it up, you know. Mom, I got some cobalt. Looks like it's only a couple pounds over there, Billy. Billy over here is trying to reach the quota. 2023. Child labor cobalt camp. You know, Joanne, I gotta say, they keep sending me in for these Pulitzer Prize-winning performances here. You know, just shining a light on the truth of the world we live in locations that other reporters are just afraid to go to. Nobody wanted to get the malaria shot. You know, I got it. I took the pills. I'm ready. You need to take a mosquito? You get me. Come on. Oh, Joanne, you've been getting stung all day by those mosquitoes. She didn't want to take the malaria shot. She's not really human, so I'm not really sure it's going to matter, Joanne. But me, I'm ready for the mosquitoes. You know? What, little boy? Well, little boy says he has malaria right now, but he's out here. He's got to get the quota. You could have malaria here. You better get up and hit that 30 and 40 every day, or Elon Musk comes out here personally. It looks like you didn't hit your quota. Yeah, no food for 3 weeks. Yeah, go. He's out. He's gone. Yeah, that's what happens when you're there and Elon Musk is your lord, essentially. They have pictures of him all over. If you go into this hut right here, there's a picture of Elon Musk and he's like this, like Superman. They call him Super Elon. Joanne! I dropped my microphone here in the Congo. Can you get it for me, Joanne? It's right by your feet. Really, Joanne? You can't even get the microphone when it falls by your feet and give it back to me and finish the monologue? Channel 7 News? Gosh almighty. No, Joanne, I know I have to book the flight back. Unbelievable. I'm here, I got mosquitoes all over. I don't really want malaria. I mean, I'll take it, but I don't want it. Yeah. I can't do the report, can't find the microphone. I'm here trying to get out of Congo. Joanne, I don't want to dig for cobalt. What are we talking about over here? I'm going to play some music. I got to get the hell out of here. Can we portal out instead, Joanne? Like, I don't want to wait for the next flight out. I want out now. Leaning on this mule over here. What? I gotta take the mule back? Where's the Sherpa? Unbelievable.
Oh, Wheezy McGee. I'm getting flies everywhere over here, apparently. Either that or there's... Yeah, I was nailing them. I got 4 or 5 flies just now. Bang, biggity boo. You know? We've done a lot here. A lot of insanity. Too much insanity, really. I guess you could say. Some may say too much insanity. Me? I don't really think so. I mean, I really have done some totally crazy stuff here, but I think it's warranted, you know? That's just me. It's warranted. In fact, I got one for you right here. This was, if you guys don't know this, I basically have filled in. I filled in many a show, you know? And this is the time Steve Harvey was a little busy. He asked me to step in. So, yeah, I don't know if you saw this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Family Feud. And we're at it today. Looks like we got the Milky family over here. And of course, Joanne, she's wheezing it out, as per usual. And Joanne, what do we got with the Milkies? Are they going to take a couple questions? Guys, look, first of all, how does this work with the bow ties? What are we doing with the bow ties, you know? Like, I don't have a bow tie. You think, Joanne, when you knew the Milkies were coming onto the program tonight, you couldn't get me a bow tie as well? So when I come out here to do the show, Steve Markey, you know, then I look like the Milkies. So together we're all doing, you know, the bow tie thing. You know, Joanne, Milkies, I'm sorry about this. This is all on Joanne and the wheeze. I apologize, all of you viewers at home, trying to watch the show and all you're getting is Weezeroo from Joanne over here, right? Look, Milkies, who's gonna step up for the first question? I gotta know, is it gonna be you, Magoo, over here? 9'6", you know, with the bow tie. You went with the pink one, huh? I get it. You're into pink. And like when you go to parties, everybody's like, hey Felix, Milky, come on down. You know? Felix Milky, come on down to the Family Feud. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, your wheeze is destroying the show. I got the Milkies over here. Yeah? And Joanne keeps interrupting with the wheeze. So, first of all, I want to introduce myself. I am Steve Markey. I'm the host of the Family Feud. Been here doing it 1,596 days in a row. Mark Inspire's program. And tonight we're here Family Feuding it, you know? The Milkies. 1,596 in a row. And we're probably going to do a little something, but the Family Feud came into... I don't even know how the heck we got to the Family Feud, Joanne. I was looking for variety show backgrounds. And then the Milkies showed up, you know? And I thought to myself, if I'm going to have a Family Feud with anybody, it's the Milkies. I'm kind of sick of them at this point, you know?
I'm kind of sick of them at this point. That is one of the funniest bits. I can't do the political stuff tonight. But Joanne, you were really brilliant in that episode, by the way, when you wheezed and you were telling everybody which one flips. Flip the next letter, Joanne. Give me wheeze. You know. Reporting in Russia, I found a drone. Remember that, guys? Remember when I found the drone in Russia? That was something. That one was hilarious. Dick Facce and the Dalai Lama was pretty stupid funny. Back to the Future Mark the movie. It's there. Dead at. The Dalai Lama grooming children thing, that was a funny bit. The Comedy Central roast of the Dalai Lama, I did that. That was pretty hilarious. And there's only 108 views on it. And that's wonderful. YouTube, you wonderful people, you. And you can replace the word wonderful with bag of dicks. You know, that's what you are. You know. Oh, we're going to show them. Well, you show them anything but this, right? The shit fails. Ooh, this one. I feel like this was a really cool bit. I don't remember it fully. I just remember doing it. And let's see. I'm going to share it with you. This is a little different. And I think I'm going to do more of this stuff, this type of stuff. Let me know what you think.
YouTube is the biggest dick bag platform in the world.
All right, guys, I'm here. It's lunchtime, and I picked up a Reuben. $18 for a Reuben, by the way. When you get a drink in a Reuben, it's $18 freaking dollars. And I don't know about you, but I want my Reubens to be crispy. I want that rye to be crispy. Well, let me show you what they gave me for $18.
Bunch of horse shit.
That's my $18 Reuben. What the freak is that? You know? Like, that's liquidy on the top. I got the griddle going. I'm going to get this sucker looking the right way. You know, like the right way. This Reuben is going to be something that you would want to go to a proper deli and get. If you want to know which deli, maybe I'll leave the comment in the comments. You have to check. But let's get to this Reuben making. So, first things first, let's get some butter on this puppy. You know, we got to butter it up. I want to butter up this bad boy. I'm taking like half of this butter for this sucker. Maggie Max, watch this. That's a chunk right there. This is where we make our Reuben special. It's all about butter, I think. I don't really know anything about cooking, guys, just full disclosure, you know. But I know that this is possibly the worst. That is the worst Reuben I've ever seen in my life. That's not a freaking Reuben. The cheese isn't even melted, guys. Do you see that? Not even melted cheese. You can give that to me? Oh, yeah, why don't you take your non-melted cheese Reuben with bread that's that's like gush? Yeah. Anyway, let's toss it on. Look, we got some butter going. We're buttering up our biscuits. Oh, I'm flipping this puppy on. Here we go. That's how you do it. We're going to have ourselves a nice Reuben here in a moment. Could have been nice if they just toasted the outside of the freaking Reuben. You know? But no, they're like, we'll just have this guy eat a Reuben that's just freaking terrible. After spending almost $20 on it. That's what we get. That is what we get. Just a little side note, just so you see what's going on over here. What's Max doing? That dog is kicking it right there. Yep. And then Maggie, look at that Magoo head. She's got a freaking massive noggin, right? All right, we're back at it. We're going to do a flipperoo. Guys ready for a flipperoo? Just do one at a side at a time. That's looking better already. We're going to do a double flip on this one, though, I'm thinking. More butter.
Butter the friggin' hell out of that thing, right?
The process, you know. You have to wait for a proper moment to do the flipperoo on your Reuben special. It's a Reuben special, really. We need more butter. Joanne in the back doing the butter deal. Ooh, yeah. Put that there. We go back to this. Oh, now that's looking right. That one's looking right. Okay. Back, butter, more butter. Look, guys, I'm doing more butter here.
I put a
Of course you are. 1, 2,
a lot of butter.
When you do 1, 2 Magoo, and you're starting to get the crispiness effect. That's what we're looking for here. You want to get the outsides as crispy as possible.
That's what a Reuben should be.
You want to have a crunch. I'll make a meal here. Reuben. Look, I wanted to run in quickly, Max, and get my Reuben and go. You know, get back to work. I have to sell real estate, not make Reubens. I don't get paid to make Reubens. I get paid. Max! I'm good. What are we talking about over here? Max, you stop it. I'm trying to make a Reuben. Look when you got it, like I do, Reuben style. Ooh, that's a good one right there. Look, Max, I'm doing a 1, 2 Magoo on it.
More butter.
Flipperoo. One more time. Let's do one more time in the flipperoo on both sides of this puppy. Right, that's one.
I'm getting hungry.
Here's the other.
This one was the better one. That's like the perfect side right there. The one on the other side had just like, it was literally like
extra good.
Gooey when they gave it to me.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. Look at that. Look at that.
We're talking about proper Reuben now.
Yep. I'm dancing. I'm pumped.
Guys, I'm about to eat a Reuben.
It's a Reuben dance.
Scott, just relax. So I Reuben it. Yes.
That was my Reuben dance.
I almost feel better that this is my Reuben's being made properly by a chef. You know. They didn't want to do that, so I do it the chef style. See? Flipperoo one time. Ooh, look at that. Tell me that's not right. That's the way you want your Reubens. Shut it off. I'm plating. Hold on.
He's plating.
I'm plating. Plating. Still plating. Here at the Downtown Bistro. Dead at. 1, 2, go. That is what we call a proper Reuben. The first one was crap. This one is money in the bank right there.
Oh yeah.
And that, my friends, is how you take a crappy Reuben from what's supposed to be. Maggie, can you stop drinking the water from your bowl while I'm in the middle of doing a Reuben story? Anyway, when you have a crap Reuben and you're like, I'm going to make it not so crap anymore. Plated, this is what we're doing. We bring it in for the real deal. And remember, when you have a crap Reuben, you know, it should be really, because you spent like $20 on it, and you got it, and you come home and it looked like it did what at the top. And then you're walking about to chow it down when it looks like this. Job well done. Yeah? Anyway, this has just been, I guess, the first edition of Thursday Afternoon Reubens with Mark by Manon.
Guys, you gotta get your Reuben and get it done by Mark. All right. Yeah, I called the deli as I was driving home because, you know, I paid and I'm driving home with it. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to take a bite while I'm on my way home and just, you know, get that one bite in, you know, because I'm starving. And I open this freaking thing up and I feel soft bread. Not just soft, but like moist. And I'm like, these bastards like cooked all of the meat with the cheese and everything and then just threw it right on bread. And I'm like, what kind of shit is this for $18? So I call them up. I'm like, I ordered a Reuben and you guys gave me like Reuben interior with like rye bread. I was like, what is this? Oh, sir, we'll bring it back and, you know, we'll fix it. No, I'm sorry. I'm not ever coming back there again. I said, I'm not going to go back there and complain about my food so you guys can do something to the next one. And she goes, oh, we would never do that. I'm like, you should have done it right the first time. And I wouldn't ask for a refund because I'm not that guy. I go back, I want my money back. Take your sandwich. I just said, I made the best of it. I decided to go home and throw it on the griddle and throw some friggin' butter on it, which is what the chef at the deli should have done in the first place. Goodness. Hey, Mark, have you looked up Dr. Lori? No, I haven't. Is Dr. Lori, is she the one who does all the bugaboo stuff? I think that may be the Dr. Lori. If anybody wants to get people on this show, hopefully I could do it with better than 52% of our frames dropping right now. That's what we got going on. Unreal, right? I want to thank you guys for kicking it with me again tonight. Remember, you could explore in the playlists. Just push play on things. There's so much stuff that no one's ever seen. You have not seen. I'm pretty certain out of the 3,500 pieces of content that I've released, you've seen 30 or 50 or maybe 100 pieces of content. So if you're looking for something to do, you could just rabbit hole it. Oh, you think you could dance? That's freaking ridiculously funny. You think you could dance too? The follow-up the next night? That was ridiculous too. So, like I said, and it's goofy stuff, guys. It's goofy. Get away from the negative world. This show is a break a mental health escape from the world. Start spreading the word that people can join here and let it all go for a little while. This is an escape from all of your worldly issues, from everything else that's going on in life. Every night. And if we start to foster that concept and build on that concept, then we could have a free community here of love. But it needs to grow. It needs to be more. It needs to not just be like 5, 10 more. I'm talking about, we need millions, guys. We have, this show needs millions of people because it deserves it. We deserve to have millions of people feeling what we do here and then getting their energy in a positive way. Let the mods do what they do best for the people who are trolls, you know? But if you can, let people know tomorrow. It's day 1738 in a row, but as I said, nothing. No tomorrow is guaranteed. So make sure you keep your heart true and you keep your head up. It could get bad, but we have a little escape for you here. To go away, go away, Oh goodness. Andrea O'Neill, Pamela Swan, Renee Woods, S. Coop, Trish Gillian, Virginia, We of Liberty and Freedom, and anybody else that may be out there kicking it with me. I appreciate you. Leisure number 7. Tomorrow, I'll be back. Although nothing's guaranteed, I intend to be back. So I freaking love this song. This is a ghost song. If you haven't heard this one yet, you can watch it on iTunes or on YouTube and listen to it on iTunes. See you tomorrow. You got to go away. Oh. Virginia. Oh, goodness. Renee Woods, Andrea, Leisure 7, Pamela Swan, and We of Liberty and Freedom. I appreciate you guys. I will see you tomorrow.